Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with my first preview of the season. It's my first preview of the Championship 2025-26 season. In our opening game we travelled to Middlesbrough, the 3 PM kickoff at the Riverside Stadium in the Sky Bet Championship. So obviously after a long waited pre-season, the Swans are finally back. Hopefully we can start off the season really well. Obviously we've not had the best pre-season at all. We haven't won a single game in any of the games that have sort of been shown on Swans TV, and the only goal we scored was an own goal, so it's not looking promising. But as I said in my predictions video, if we play well when the season starts, means getting all the bad results out of the way in pre-season, then I'm all for it, and I know that all our fans will be as well, because at the end of the day no one's going to remember pre-season unless we go on to have a bad season as well. But I mean, if getting those results out of the way means that we can perform well throughout the season, then I'm all for that. So it's going to be a tough test against Middlesbrough. Obviously they got a new manager in Rob Edwards, ex-Luton. I think it's a bit of a disappointment from Middlesbrough's point of view not to have gone up under Carrick. I think they had some great seasons under Carrick, some great players. That season where they had Akpom and Zach Steffen in goal. They had such a good squad that season. I'm surprised they didn't go up, and I think their fans will be gutted that they didn't go up under Carrick. He did a great job. He just couldn't get over the line, in all fairness. But it's going to be a tough game against Middlesbrough. We played them the first game of last season as well, and I've been to Middlesbrough twice. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to attend this one. But yeah, as I said, a very long journey. I've been there twice before and not had much luck when we've been there. So it'd be typical now. The one time I don't go, we'll probably end up winning. But no, it's going to be a tough game. It always is against Middlesbrough, especially at their ground. As I said, very long distance to go. So hopefully for the fans that travel, and we do get to see some good football. But it is going to be a tough one against Middlesbrough, as I said, as it always is. They've got some really good players, and I think this season they'll probably be wanting to go up. I know obviously they would have wanted that the last few seasons, but I think now is finally the time for them. A new manager. It's going to be tough this season in the Championship, because there's so many teams that are going to be fighting for it, and obviously so many early days at the moment. The season hasn't even started, so it's hard to say who's going to go up. But I think Middlesbrough, if Rob Edwards can settle in quickly, then I think there's no reason why they can't do well this season. And it's the same with us. If Alan Sheehan can settle in, I know he's obviously had a bit more time than Rob Edwards, but if he can settle in to get his ideas across to the players, then hopefully we can have a good season as well. So as for the injury news then for both sides, so starting off with Middlesbrough, they've got 2 out. They've got Solomon Bryn, who won't be available for this game, and also Alex Bangura as well. As for the Swans, we've got Ricardo Santos, who will be out missing from this game, obviously a new signing, centre-half, so yeah, he won't be available for this one. Vapotnik as well, I believe also won't be available for this one. Obviously listening to what Alan Sheehan said, he's set to make a return to training following a toe injury, so it's obviously going to be too soon for him. Also there's uncertainty about Ben Cabango, so we may not know till closer to the time if he's fit enough. And obviously we got a new signing this week in Keelan Casey. Obviously he's not injured or anything, but it might be a bit too soon for him to be playing. Obviously when he needs to settle in and stuff, so we'll see about that. And then in terms of the key players for both sides, so starting off with Middlesbrough, I've highlighted these 3. Firstly, I'm going to go with Hayden Hackney. I think he's been a very good performer for them last season, and he's one of the best players in the Championship in my opinion on his day. Secondly, I'll go with Finn Azaz. He was another really good performer for Middlesbrough last season, and he was very good when he was at Plymouth as well. So I think I'll go with him. And thirdly, I'll go with Tommy Conway. Obviously ex-Bristol City, performed really well there, and he hasn't really had any problems either since joining Middlesbrough. So yeah, I'm going to go with those three. In terms of the Swans then, if there's any Middlesbrough fans watching this, I think these are the players you need to keep an eye out for. Firstly, I'm going to go with Goncalo Franco. He was our best player last season, in my opinion. So, I'm really glad we've kept hold of him thus far, and hopefully we can continue. Hopefully we can keep him, when the window shuts. Second one, I think you lot need to look out for, if there's any Middlesbrough fans watching this, is Cameron Burgess. Obviously, we signed him on loan from Ipswich, very experienced centre-half, and obviously if Cabango isn't fit, then Burgess probably will captain the side. And the third player I think Middlesbrough fans need to look out for is Lawrence Vigouroux. Between the sticks, he was excellent last season, and I'm hoping he can do the same again. So yeah, I'm going to go with those three. In terms of a team lineup then, so in goals I will go with Lawrence Vigouroux. Right back, I'm going to go with Josh Key. Left back, Josh Tyman. Two centre backs, I'm going to go with Cameron Burgess, and the other centre back, I'm hoping that obviously either one of Cabango or Casey can start that game. Obviously, if Cabango is fit, then he'll start, but if not, Casey, if he's available. Otherwise, we'll be in a bit of trouble at the back if neither of those are available. So yeah, hopefully one of those can start. And then in the midfield, I'm going to go with Goncalo Franco, Melker Vidal, and I'll go with Ethan Galbraith. And out wide, I'll go with Ronald and Anusa. And up front, I will go with Liam Cullen. So yeah, that's the lineup I'm going to go with. Obviously, we have got Ji-sung, we've got Ollie Cooper, so we've got a few different options in and around those attacking positions. But that's the lineup I'm going to go with anyway. And as for a score prediction, I said it's always tough against Middlesbrough. I think it will be again, but I'm not expecting us to win, but I think we can get a point. So I'm going to say Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 1. Tommy Conway to score the goal for Middlesbrough, and to get the goal for the Swans, I'll go with Liam Cullen. Loves a goal. Liam Cullen does, in fairness. So yeah, I'll go with him. So 1-1, Tommy Conway and Liam Cullen. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back tomorrow with a match reaction as usual. Unfortunately, I can't attend the game as I've mentioned, but yeah, I'll be back with a match reaction as normal. So stay tuned and thanks for watching.